What's up, guys, and welcome. It is T90 Official, and I have another Age of Empires 2 build order here, using the interactive build order guide created by Cicero. I've done 3 so far. There'll be many more here in this playlist. There'll in fact be 10 total, and I figured we would switch on over to do Scouts into Knights. Small apologies for going slightly out of order with all this. I could have gone with all the Archer builds and all the Scout into Knight builds and all that, but I'm giving you some variety. And again, if you haven't checked out this interactive build order guide already, there's links in the video description. You can use that on Voobly and HG. I think I got the D last time. Yes, lots of people told me T90 got the D. So I'm looking to improve upon my rating, but something to remember is even if you're getting subpar ratings on this interactive build order guide, it's just a sign that there's something you can improve on, which is very important. A rating is just an indicator of how, I mean, this sounds like something a high school teacher would say, but a rating is just an indicator of where you're at, right? And if there's ways to improve, that means there's ways that you can get better as a player. So don't look too much into the ratings when you're practicing this yourself.
This is a walkthrough for Scouts into Knights. Your first benchmark will be to click Feudal with either 21 or 22 pop.
Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I remember on the previous YouTube videos, the game sound was a bit low. So I'm going to adjust that real quick. This interactive build order guide does not talk about building houses, at least not yet.
Your first 6 villagers should gather sheep.
So yes, you want to build 2 houses at the start. I'm going to add that one in for you. And first 6 villagers will be on sheep. So this build... The start to this build is very consistent with a lot of builds you've probably already seen. You always have 6 on sheep. Only time you deviate from that is if you have Chinese. It can be a bit wacky to start with them. So anywho, we currently have 6 pop, but that includes a scout.
Now send the next 3 villagers to wood.
Alright, so the next 3 villagers will go to wood. And if you can, scout with the other sheep. It's not essential. I try and do it. It makes life helpful. Or it helps your life, rather. However you want to say it, whatever. I'm not casting, okay? I'm playing now. I'm really hoping that we could beat the C this time around, because I have gone for scouts a lot of times in my Age of Empires 2 career.
Now send the next villager to lure the bull, then add 1 more villager to sheep.
Okay, so next villager, luring the pig. Scouts into Knights. It's very situational, these build orders. As I like to say, and many players like to say as well, it depends. You just can't decide to go Scouts into Knights every time.
Now send the next 4 villagers to berries.
Okay, so what we're actually going to do is wait for the pig to finish, or the sheep to finish before we go to the pig. That's fine. Only 10 food left there. Other pig is right there. You'll have to drop off food sometimes. Now again, I like to build the house at 12 or 13 population. I just build it at 13 pop.
Remember to send a villager out to lure the second bull.
So this is where I actually get quite confused, because I've sent 2 more to berries, which I believe is what I've been instructed to do. And I guess it's not giving me an exact time on when I should be getting that next boar, but it should be around now. Oh, it's up there, I forgot. So I've only sent 3 to berries.
Now send the next 2 villagers to boar.
This is confusing me. I mean, it's a great benchmark regardless, but what am I doing wrong here? I'll send... They wanted 4 on berries, so I'll send another one to berries.
Also move 2 villagers from boar to build farms.
We're a bit late with this pig. This is fine. So we'll build 2 farms now. We'll build one with her.
To wood and build a second lumber camp after you have 5 villagers on the first.
So again, we need another house. What I like to do is build a house right next to the farmer. And then it says all the rest to wood. So we have our 2 farms. And we will be clicking feudal on 21/22 pop plus loom. That's what it says. So it's actually not telling us exactly what we need to be at. It's interesting. We'll do 22 pop because that's probably the safest. I really like 22 pop. It's something I've done for a while, and you want 2 lumber camps with it, so 5 on each lumber camp, 10 on wood. So we will create 1 more villager, and then research loom. And what I'm actually going to do is transfer a few more villas over there. That way it makes it 5 total.
Now make sure you research loom before clicking feudal with 22 pop.
Yep, there's loom. So now we have 5 villagers here. You want 5 villagers on each lumber camp. It's essential that you have 2 lumber camps. It definitely helps with efficiency. Got our food clicked
now
up.
Move more villagers to wood so that you have 5 on each lumber camp.
Okay, so we kind of did the wood thing ahead of time. So we already have 5 on each lumber camp. And what we'll need to do is build our barracks in preparation for feudal age. We also will need a house. Oh no! I had those villagers on a control group. They had wood in their hands. Whoops. I thought I just had these guys on a control group. We just lost some wood, folks. It's fine.
Remember to build a barracks before you reach feudal.
Yep, so what I like to do is build that barracks when I'm around 60% of the way up to feudal. So that should finish right around the time we need it to. I can actually place a house there ahead of time as well. As you can see, we'll have plenty of food to get our eco upgrades, which will be essential. Plenty of wood remaining. Not as much as we should have, but plenty of wood remaining to go with our stable as well. And then we will need to save up the wood for farms, and our build has pretty much put us in a position to do that. Stable?
Now, build a stable with at least 2 villagers.
Double bit axe?
Research both double bit axe
And horse collar. Yep.
Set the TC gather point to nearby straggler trees.
Alright, so once horse collar completes...
Now advance with the villagers around the TC every time you have 60 wood.
Yep, the build order guide is pretty much saying it.
Now start making scouts. Your second benchmark is to get 6 scouts.
6 scouts, huh? So we got a bit housed there, but we're fine. Now, I'm not going to look at my units much. I'm just going to show you guys the eco. And build farms every time we get 60 wood. It's essential to get that food up and running, because we are running out of sheep. Still creating scouts, which is perfect. And we'll actually leave that there, and we'll make some farms out here. This is fine. I'll leave that tree there for now. I think our next farm will be right over here. Right next to the mill. Now, when you're playing in a game, you might not want to build farms there because it's a bit more exposed. Having the TC to protect you is very important, but in this case, it's fine. And I always try and build my houses a little bit early because I got housed last time one too many times. Still creating the scouts, perfect.
Once you have about 14 farms, send the next 5 villagers to gold.
14 farms.
Move a couple of villagers from berries to build farms.
So that's going to be 14 right there. I don't know if it wants...
Benchmark is to click up to castle.
Okay, so we're not going to create that other scout. I wasn't sure. It said have 6 or create 6, something like that. We'll get there. We have 6 scouts. Here go the villagers to gold. So we need to get wheels soon. Now what I like to do, and it always depends, but what I like to do is wait till I have at least 3 villagers on gold, and then I get wheel. So that's going to be 3. And I'll show you what that can look like. Now, our early farms are going to expire at this point because we built them early on without horse collars. This one's going to expire. And then what we're going to need is a blacksmith. So, house, because we're going to get housed once we create more villagers. And then a blacksmith. We'll just build it on this line here. Whoa! And you'll see that the gold count is going to be around 200, which is what we need for the next stage. So that's why I like to go with 3. That way, once wheel finishes, you're pretty close to what you need. Sometimes you can go 4. But it should be fine. So we actually have 15 farmers. When the farms are being built, it doesn't count as a farmer. So we went 15 instead of 14. I think I even go to 16 sometimes. 16 is not a bad number to hit. Because you're going to be relying mainly on the food.
Once you have enough villagers on gold, research wheelbarrow.
Okay,
You will also need to build a blacksmith.
we're kind of ahead of the game
Castle
here.
as soon as you are able.
Kind of ahead of the game here. We just did that. And we are going to click castle once these villagers drop off gold. We should be pretty close to that. There we go.
Now to make knights in castle you want at least 6 on gold. Research both gold mining and scale barding armor and build a second stable before you reach castle.
Okay, so we'll build our second stable. We do have 6 on gold. We're getting our gold mining upgrade. We're getting scale barding. This is the defense upgrade for our scouts. This is all good stuff. Berries just now finishes. I'm going to add another farm. Actually, we'll add another farm as well. Why not? Again, we're mainly relying on food in the next stage. We will want to create TCs and create more vills. Plus, we have 2 stable knights. That's a lot of food. Now, the guide didn't tell me anything about getting bloodlines, but getting bloodlines here wouldn't be out of the question. The bloodlines upgrade is a huge one. I'm not gonna get it because I want to get an A. I'm feeling a C right now. It wasn't as clean as it could have been. I'm feeling a C, but we'll find out soon. And then we will send our knights right to this hill. Won't even worry about fighting with them. So maybe I can make a different series on when exactly to go for certain strategies. I think that's something I'll do further down the line. But again, Scouts into Knights is a very strong strategy depending on how the game plays out. It's a very good mobile strat because you can run around and use speed instead of some of the slower strats.
Bow saw and start making knights from both stables.
Okay.
Your final benchmark is to get 8 knights.
8 knights, huh? Sounds like we can do that. We have 5 queued up already.
You should also be able to go up to 3 town centers.
Is it grading me on going town centers? Because I can do that. Going to those TCs, double bed axe is going to complete here. Perfect. Creating our knights. I like it. Actually create a farm with that guy. We'll still need some more food. And notice how we have food floating, so we can create villagers out of all TCs, and we can create our knights. It's pretty much perfect. I mean, I don't want to guess what my grade is ahead of time, but I mean, I would give myself an A. Villagers producing, perfect, perfect, perfect. We can build a few more farms. This TC will complete soon. Create more villas there. We got a B, baby! We got a B! This is like high school all over again. I'm happy to get a B. Alright. Let's kill this guy to celebrate. That's not bad. I think either I'm getting confused or the guide is a bit off when it comes to the farm time. I mean, sorry, not the farm. The berry and boar timing. Again, it could be me. You guys could be looking at me like I'm an idiot. Alright, let's be honest. You probably always do. But something's going on there. Because the timing seems, at least what I'm going with, is a bit off. But a B is pretty good. Much better than a D. And, oh, we need houses. They're not grading at this point, but good to stay on top of things. But yeah, you can notice how food and gold's pretty balanced. So basically at this point is where you really have to do it on your own. There's no build order. Because it's about, okay, do I have too much gold? Yeah, I don't need that much gold, so let's send more villagers to wood and then build farms. And then you can transfer to stone later, you know, depending on what exactly you need to go for. It depends. But it's a pretty simple build, because you don't need to do too much. You fight with your scouts and feudal. Just make sure your eco is set up correctly. And you can use this economy tab here to see how many farms you have. Like I didn't. At least I didn't do so correctly. And, you know, you can do some damage with scouts, and then before you know it, you'll have knights on your way to your opponent's base. It does some real work. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy I got a B. Again, that's a build that I've done for years and years and years. If you're doing this at home, I wouldn't worry too much about the grade. Just try and improve on it. It's about timing, and it's about like how clean it is. When I say clean, I mean it's how efficiently you're bringing in resources and the timing of it all. But for the most part, it's pretty simple. And the good thing is, the start of all these build orders are virtually identical. This is the first one we've done that was 3 on wood start. However, 4 on wood start is what you'll see for most of the other ones. So it's a very, very strong build. So yet again, guys, thank you for watching. I really hope this helps. Check out the video description if you'd like to try this yourself. Doesn't matter what platform you play on. You can find the link in the description. And tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the strategy. Tell me what you think about these guides. I know Cicero, who the creator of these guides, has been watching, so he'd love your feedback as well. Thank you very much, guys. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.